This is ya boy, your new boy, Johnny the Joker, coming to you with a session I like to call Six Sesh. So, in this episode of Six Sesh, we're going to be talking about the pay per view from last night. Now, I'm an avid 20-year plus wrestling fan. So, as a fan, we like to be entertained. Last night's pay per view, TLC, entertaining, meh. I'll give you my rating, my rankings for all the matches. But as a fan, we like to be entertained. We know it's staged. We understand this. But we want to be entertained. Don't say wrestling is fake. Wrestling's real. People get hurt. You take them bumps. But we like to be entertained. We know what it is. So I'm going to go through all the matches and let you know why I gave it a meh. I give it a C, a 6.57. Yeah, some matches way better than others, but these are my rankings. First match, the Carrillo versus Andrade. Nah, that was a good match. You know, Carrillo did his thing, and he won like he was supposed to win. Now, granted, at the end of the match, I feel like there's going to be a split. Maybe Vega, she does her own thing. Maybe Andrade does his own thing. Me personally, never liked Andrade. That's just a personal opinion. I've never liked him, never cared for him. I just feel like he's just falling in the ranks. Maybe it's a push for him. Maybe it's not. Maybe he needs to go back to NXT. Maybe he doesn't. Who really knows? But that match, I give it a B. Good match. Next match, which I thought was the main event for the evening, was the New Day versus the Revival. Bumps, it was crucial and it was entertaining. Now, granted, some things within the match could have been a little better, just like every match. But the New Day came out on top. Shout out to the New Day and my boy Xavier Woods, up, up, down, down. Shout out to them for retaining their titles. What is it, 7 times now? They're going to keep them titles for a little minute. I don't see them, maybe WrestleMania giving them up, but I feel like they're going to keep them. Next match, the first match of the evening, what was that? Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy. I like Buddy Murphy. I do. Love Aleister Black. I would love to see him accept a challenge instead of somebody knocking on his door. But bloody, bruised, beaten, Black did his thing. Me personally, he needs a title. Or a title run, a title shot, something of that nature. He needs to be in the title picture because he's too good of a wrestler just to be starting off people knocking at his door, Cesaro and all this. No, he needs to be up at the top like he was when he was in NXT. I loved it. I give that match B plus, maybe an A, because it was a good match. The next match, which I thought was stupid. I'm gonna just point out blank say it was stupid. The Viking Raiders versus the OC. But being stupid as a fan, you have to understand where the WWE is coming from. They didn't want the OC to lose clean. And I get that. Trust me, I get it. Certain wrestlers you can't have lose clean. They got to lose on some type of bullshit technicality or something. But a double count out. Come on now. There's a winner, there's a loser. That's it. There's no in between, there's nothing. But I understand why. And the Viking Raiders should have came out on top. Should have been a lot of near falls. Should have been some things that they kicked out of. Somebody gets saved, vice versa. But to me, that match was a dud because I wanted to see a winner. Because I enjoy the Viking Raiders. I enjoy their work. I enjoy what they do. I enjoy the OC. I enjoy what they do. That's why they are best tag team world, whatever, with the trophy. I got it. But there's a winner and there's a loser. Just my opinion. I didn't like it. If you have a different opinion, comment down below. Let me know. King Corbin, Roman Reigns. That one was another one that I didn't like. I didn't care for. I knew King Corbin was gonna win. You don't win King of the Ring and then all of a sudden just start losing. His first little storyline with Shorty Gable, that was stupid because I felt like they could have placed him up with somebody else with more cred. Shorty Gable to me was just, it just didn't do it. But saying that, I knew he was gonna win last night, regardless of help. I knew he was gonna win. Why? Because you don't be King of the Ring and just start losing. You don't have the persona like he has and just start to lose. Roman Reigns, he can handle a loss. He can. They're gonna put him in some high profile match, Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. He's gonna win. He's gonna have a title push next year. You know what's gonna happen. But he can handle this loss right there. He can go fresh into the new year, wanting to get a dub. But Revival and Dolph Ziggler, that's too much. It could have just been Dolph Ziggler and he could have won. Chair shot, zigzag, end of days, 1, 2, 3. Having the Revival come out there, I just felt like it was too much. Or they could have had it to where Roman Reigns won after all of that and gave King Corbin some SmackDown victories. But they didn't. But to me, I didn't like it. I thought it was too much. I was sitting there, I was watching it, and I didn't particularly like that match. I knew he was gonna win, but the way he won was just a little odd. Now, mind you, after the match and all the fighting that went on, where was Roman Reigns' help then during the match? I didn't understand why everybody wanted to fight Roman Reigns after, but I'm not the one that writes it. Entertaining, somewhat, because the end of the show ended on a spear and everybody fell. Cool, I get you. That still could have happened with him losing a different way, but that's just my opinion. I didn't like it. I give that one a C plus. Next match, Universal title, non-title match, Bray Wyatt versus The Miz. Love Bray Wyatt. Love Bray Wyatt back in the day when he was the Eater of Worlds. Love him even more now being the Fiend, one of my favorite wrestlers. Shout out to him. I enjoyed that match. Did I like it particularly? No, it was more so us not knowing what's going to happen, how he's going to react, because he was his other character. He was his other persona. So he played it really well in my eyes. He didn't want to fight. He's not that type of person. That's why I gave him just those two Sister Abigails and 1, 2, 3. I agree with that. Totally agree with that. After the match, seeing the Fiend, he wanted to use the mallet on him. I agree with that too. Now, mind you, there was no red light. Daniel, you just did that to Bray Wyatt. You didn't do it to the Fiend. So, we all know he's not going to lose. I don't see him losing up till WrestleMania or close after that or whatever, but I don't see that happening. It was too much build up on him. We waited 6, 7 months just to see him wrestle his first match against Finn Balor. Loved it, loved the entrance. Like I said, loved everything about it. One thing I do hate is the customized title. I don't like the title. I'm for customized titles. I'm all for them. But that title right there to me is the stupidest thing. Just to have a face on a title and it's his face. I get it, but what are you gonna do with that? You can't. Somebody's not gonna win that, and then what are you gonna do? Just go right back to the blue title? It just makes no sense to me storyline wise. But I enjoyed the match. I enjoyed what happened after. Everything, the Fiend coming on the Titantron and everything to that nature. I enjoyed it. I did. But I'm not a fan of Daniel Bryan. And people can get mad at me and say that, but I didn't watch the Yes Movement. I wasn't watching wrestling at that time for that year or whatever when he was on the Yes Movement. So I'm not a big Yes Movement person. Daniel Bryan as a wrestler, yes, because he's a technician. He does what he does. He's small and he beats people. He does. But my opinion, I don't like him. And if you got something to say, let me know in the comment below. We could talk about it. But I didn't like it. Royal Rumble, we know he's going to lose. He's going to be underneath that red light. So we already know what's up. Next match, the tables match. I'm gonna keep this short. Bobby Lashley, Rusev. That was the stupidest thing. I've never liked Bobby Lashley. I feel like he's uncoordinated. I feel like he doesn't know what he's doing in the ring. I feel like he should go back to MMA. I feel like he is stuck in this big guy persona that doesn't work for him. The Lana line storyline was stupid to me. It drawed me out. I don't particularly like when two men fight over a woman, particularly in wrestling. I just don't like it. I understand it, but I've just never enjoyed it. If you have a different opinion on it, have your opinion on it. But it was dry. I give that match a D, if not an F, just because the way the match was going, all the tables being set up. I felt like the spots that they were supposed to hit were missed, and things of that nature. It was boring. I didn't like it. We're moving on. I feel like Rusev should be in something a lot better than what he's in. The main event for the evening. The main event, I'm mixed on it because there was a lot of point in time in that match to where it just felt bland. I felt like it was just women wrestling, and it was just, yeah, Charlotte took some bumps, bro. Becky took some bumps. And what's her name? Kairi Sane fucking threw a chair and hit her back in the face. That was funny. But opposed to just that, the way the match ended and everything like that, it just didn't feel complete. Good match. The women do good matches. They deserve main events. They do. The Revolution and everything like that, they deserve it. But the match itself, to me, no. Any of the matches on there, I felt like should have been main events. That one should have been the main event, but I just felt like Charlotte and Becky are too strong to lose the way they did. I felt like they should have been put through tables or something to that nature, to where they're laid out, and it just didn't feel right. And then especially going back to Roman Reigns and all that fighting with Baron Corbin, I felt like it could have been different. Like I say, meh on the pay per view, 6.57 out of the pay per view. I think, me personally, since there's another company that is progressing, that is breaking ground, I felt like every single show should be a top notch show. I felt like every single match should be an NXT style type match. I love NXT. I love the Wednesday Night Wars. Love them. I love AEW. But we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about TLC. TLC was a myth. If you agree with me, let me know at the bottom. If you don't agree with me, let me know at the bottom. This is your boy, Johnny the Joker, with his success. Don't forget to like, subscribe, notify, because videos is coming. We got other stuff coming. Crucial gaming is coming. And unlike TLC, my channel will be